Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're tackling a difficult but important topic, the world's poorest countries. We'll explore the top 10 lowest GDPs per capita and the complex issues they face. These figures are rough estimates, often based on PPP, adjusting for cost of living. It's not perfect, but it helps us understand the challenges faced by millions. Let's get started. Coming in at the top, or perhaps bottom of our list, is Burundi, with a GDP per capita between $250 and $300. That's less than $1 a day for many people. Burundi faces widespread poverty, hunger, political instability, and violence. Imagine building a future where basic education and healthcare are luxuries, and clean water and sanitation are often out of reach. These are the realities for millions in Burundi. Next we have South Sudan, a country ravaged by years of civil war and internal conflict. With a GDP per capita between $300 and $400, South Sudan grapples with prolonged instability. Basic infrastructure like roads, hospitals, and schools are scarce. Millions are displaced from their homes, and access to basic necessities is a daily struggle. Malawi, with a GDP per capita between $400 and $450, faces unique challenges. Heavily reliant on agriculture, Malawi is vulnerable to climate change impacts, from droughts to floods, which can wipe out harvests and leave millions facing food insecurity. Imagine a country where your livelihood depends on factors outside your control, where weather patterns determine if you have enough to eat. The Central African Republic, with a GDP per capita of roughly $500, is plagued by political instability and violence. Years of conflict have left the infrastructure in ruins, the economy crippled, and people facing a daily struggle for survival. Imagine a place where armed groups hold sway, where fear and insecurity are constant, and access to basic services like healthcare and education is limited. Mozambique, with a GDP per capita between $500 and $550, faces a complex web of challenges, from poverty and inequality to climate vulnerability and weak infrastructure. Imagine a country where vast natural resources coexist with widespread poverty, where cyclones and floods can displace millions and cripple the economy. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, often called the DRC, presents a paradox, a country incredibly rich in natural resources, yet with a GDP per capita of just $550. Decades of conflict, corruption, and mismanagement have prevented the DRC from translating its vast mineral wealth into tangible benefits for its people. Imagine a place where diamonds and gold are mined, yet millions lack access to clean water, education, or basic health care. Niger, with a GDP per capita of about $600, faces a combination of challenges from extreme poverty and food insecurity to desertification and the effects of climate change. Imagine a country where vast stretches of land are slowly being consumed by the desert, where access to education and healthcare is limited, and where millions struggle to feed their families. Liberia, with a GDP per capita of around $650, is a country still recovering from years of civil war. Despite progress, Liberia continues to grapple with the legacy of conflict, from widespread poverty and unemployment to weak infrastructure and limited access to basic services. Imagine a country slowly rebuilding its institutions, its economy, and its people's lives after years of turmoil and violence. Madagascar, with a GDP per capita of roughly $700, is an island nation known for its unique biodiversity and stunning landscapes. However, Madagascar also faces significant challenges, from widespread poverty and deforestation to recurring natural disasters and limited access to education and healthcare. Imagine a place where breathtaking natural beauty coexists with grinding poverty, where cyclones and droughts threaten livelihoods, and where millions lack access to basic services. Finally, we come to Chad, with a GDP per capita of about $750. Chad faces a multitude of challenges, from extreme poverty and food insecurity to political instability and the effects of climate change. Imagine a country where vast oil reserves have done little to alleviate poverty, where conflict and displacement are commonplace, and where access to education and healthcare remains limited. That was a lot to take in, and it's just a glimpse into the complex realities of these 10 countries. These numbers, as stark as they are, don't tell the whole story. They remind us of the urgent need for global solidarity and sustainable development. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let us know in the comments what topics you'd like us to cover next.